Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Energy Works. Today we're talking about my body is healthy. So we want to clear energy so it is healthy, even if we might have little struggles. And of course, the little struggles don't mean that we're not going well. The little struggles can mean that there are things that are preventing our health. And so it's like our body presents to us, these are the things that we need to address to help us be able to be our healthy self. And so we wanted to clear some energy around this today. So whenever you jump on, let me know if there are things that you would like to talk about, things that your body is telling you. Let me know. Okay, so let's start with the crown chakra. All right, so crown chakra being weakened by earthly attachment. So I guess the things can become more important to us than our connection to God or our connection to our family and friends and our body and other important things that call us. So it's like, what would you like to feel? What are you prepared to let go of? All right, so let's go with the vetiver oil. All right, vetiver challenges the need to escape pain. It centers in individuals in their true self and guides them downward to the root of their emotional issues. It helps them find relief, but not through avoidance. Relief comes after they have traveled within and met the core of their emotional issue. Vetiver will not let them quit. It grounds them in the present moment and carries them through an emotional catharsis. The descent into the true self assists individuals in discovering deeper facets of their being. Vetiver opens the door to light and recovery through this downward journey. All right, so we might also use here balance oil, which also can be called grounding blend. Sometimes we're just stuck in our head. All right, my thinking is stable as I reconnect to my powerful roots. Okay. When the going gets tough, I find it easy to remain committed in relationships and tasks because I remember why I committed to them in the first place. I ground my energy and experience inner strength and fortitude, manifesting my vision with the patience of a tree. Okay, so we can use those to help us be a little bit more present where we right where we are right now. All right, I am a success even when things around me get tough. My worth is great. I clearly see my own divine nature. My mind functions optimally. All right, so creativity. Why am I so creative? I'm allowing myself to be creative. I'm allowing my expression of my spirit to be through my creations. Age 3. Age 17. 36. 42. 49. Let's say I am accepting myself as I am. Okay. Okay, so let's go into the crown chakra again. All right, I choose to break out into laughter more often. I like that. I relax and trust the process of life. Sometimes that's hard to do. Sometimes we feel that we need to control things and make it different. All right, layers of the aura. So the 5th layer. Okay, so the 5th layer is about the master copy of the physical body. So it's almost like our body has a plan of our body, and it's like sometimes the plan gets a bit damaged. So leaking energy from that fifth layer of the aura. Third layer of the aura. So the third layer is the mental body. So it's like about ideas and thoughts. So stagnant energy here. Donna Eden often teaches like a meridian dance, but also to fluff up your aura, to sort of go around it, to fluff it up, to make it be more clear, I guess. All right, seventh layer of the aura. It's about the mental and spiritual connection that we have. Some stagnant energy here too. Good morning, Margaret. All right, so radiant circuits. So radiant circuits are like spare fuses. So sometimes if a fuse blows, it's like the radiant circuits can step in and take over and fill in the gaps. And often this is to do with mother issues, like our mothering or being mothered. All right, so my children are safe with me. I live within my healthy limits. All right, age 12. Feeling taken for granted. Okay, reactions to feelings. All right, the feeling of stubbornness. I can definitely relate to this one. So sometimes we get stuck in our ways. We might see different ways to do things, but we may be a bit rigid and not want to change how we do things. Also, this comes back to age 12. So sometimes we believe our needs won't be met. All right, age 6. Good morning, Susanna. Feelings of melancholy. So age 16. All right, so let's say I love my healthy body. I'm getting healthier and healthier every day. Okay, is there a place in your body that's complaining or is telling you that the energy is stuck? All right, something stuck in our head. Self-abuse. I guess self-abuse can take many forms, can't it? Oh, thank you, Susanna. So stomach. All right, so bacteria. Lack of control. So I'm handing my control to God. I trust that the right things will happen at the right time for me. Good morning, Elizabeth. Okay, so let's go into the 10th chakra. All right, so living your life's purpose and experiencing and incorporating the entirety of life's experience, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, so travel and experience of other cultures and traditions. So, I guess a visit to Chinatown or to go to different parts of Sydney where we have lots of different cultures and their food and their cultural experiences. All right, I am the valley and the peaks, the river and the rain. So all of the experiences that happen to us are for our good, even though some of them feel really difficult and hard. We still learn. Age 12. Feeling low self-esteem. So where were you? What were you doing when you were 12? Okay, and a bit more in the crown chakra now. Right, I work by trusting my intuition. Good morning, Jackie. And now we're going to go into the solar plexus chakra. All right. Okay, so Elizabeth says probably weight issues when she was 12. The feeling of panic when you were 12. All right, so I'm able to be my ideal weight. So generational baggage here affecting our weight. Dad's side, dad's mum's side. And the women. 63 generations of women. Okay, bacteria. Affecting the adrenals. I'm supported in my purpose. By God. So stomach meridian being over. And the adrenals being under. Okay, so point 30. So I'm just going to have a sticky bit where that is. All right, so 30 is like maybe near your ovaries or just in that lower belly, sort of down the line of your breasts, your nipples particularly, but or maybe even a little bit more inward. And 34, stomach 34, so it's just above your knees, a little bit to the outside. So you could rub these points. I'll put some vetiver oil on them, which came up earlier. It was helping us to work through the things that are difficult for us to digest. So let's go to pericardium or circulation sex meridian, which is 7 to 9 p.m. So a point right in your wrist, like in the center of your wrist. All right, so neroli oil I would put on that point in your wrist. All right, so gallbladder meridian. At the side of your knee, so that's gallbladder 34. left side particularly. And you could put balance on that one. Okay, so we're going to plug in as if we've done that already, even if you haven't got a chance to do it. All right. All right, so this is about forgiveness. So sometimes if we are stuck on not forgiving ourselves or not forgiving someone else, it's like we get stuck to that point in time. And it's like revisiting the event in which the energy got stuck and addressing it with love and forgiveness of ourselves and forgiveness of the other person. All right, so the power of now centers us enough to be functioning from the space of neutrality of the moment, in contrast to imagining fears of the future and shackles of the past. All right, I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness. My pain and suffering is acknowledged. It has been seen and heard. I no longer need to hold on to it. And I think that's very powerful. All right, back of the right thigh, the Celtic weave. Low self-esteem. So it's like our bad feelings of ourselves are making us feel hamstrung. It's like we're not free to step forward with a full step. All right, so the value of trust. So basic mistrust can sometimes be a reflection of our belief that you have to do life all by yourself, that you are on your own. Trust, in a nutshell, is the knowledge that you do not have to do life all by yourselves. All right, I trust in the power of forgiveness. And I think, just as a reminder, that forgiveness is not about condoning the other person's bad behavior. It's about deciding we don't need to be attached to that bad behavior anymore. We're forgiving because we need to set ourselves free from the situation. All right, the feeling of rejection is stuck. So generational rejection, dad's side, dad's mum's side, and the men. All right, 43 generations. All right. Prosperity sits well with me. Sometimes we can feel uncomfortable with prosperity, and it's almost like we reject it and we send money away. So that starts from age 7. So sometimes we don't feel worthy of love or admiration or of having what we need or want. All right, any other places that people's bodies are complaining, and how is your stomach feeling, Susanna? All right, age 16, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So our next activity is our next get together is the 20th of June, Saturday the 20th of June. And also we have an advanced energy works for anyone that's wanting to extend their skills. Which is in the 7th. Which is like Friday, Saturday, and Monday. All right, so I'm ready to be healthy. I'm willing to be healthy. I'm able to be healthy. I'm putting in the necessary elements to be healthy. My body is able to repair. We're letting go of things that are stuck from the past, that have been stuck in our bodies. So if I ask if there's anything preventing full health, right, comes up the base chakra. Sometimes that's like where we belong and how we fit in. I stand my ground. Okay, so then I said better thank you in the stomach. Good. Okay, so baggage hiding from mum's side of the family, mum's dad, and the men. 7 generations back. So anything preventing my health from increasing incrementally day by day? It's okay for me to improve aspects of my life 1% day by day. I easily eliminate all that no longer serves me. So just general releases, stuff we don't have to know. So just take a big breath in and out. All right, something more in the bones in the head. Left at the back. So shock. All right, so age 6, shock. So I'm not sure if you're aware of what the shock was, or maybe it's for someone else yet to hear. Okay. Any other parts of your body that are complaining, or any other situation that we need to release energy from? Okay. Well, thank you for those that jumped on. It's a bit cool in the morning now, isn't it, to get on the call? Even I struggled to get out of bed. Well, so I love my healthy body. If there's anything preventing my body from being its healthiest and strongest and best. All right. Well, in that case, we'll end the call. Thank you again for people that were on. It helps to have people to work with. So grateful to you. And I hope you have a kind day. You're kind to yourself and that you receive love and kindness. Oh, here's a little bit more. So throat and head for Elizabeth and left shoulder for Jackie. Okay. Right, in the head is something from age 8. Feeling hopelessness. In the throat is panic. Age 26. So let's talk about the left shoulder. Carrying the world on your shoulders. So insecurity in the shoulders. Fear. Age 6. 16. Also feeling taken for granted. So we talk about being yoked with the Saviour. So when they have oxen pull a load, they have the piece of wood that goes around both of the oxen so that they can pull together more evenly. So the Saviour wants to be yoked with us. He wants to help us. So it's like asking him to help us carry the load that we have to carry. And he wants to do that. He's happy to do it. There's a beautiful picture someone's painted showing him smiling and looking towards you already in the yoke, ready to go. Alrighty. How's the shoulder? How's the throat? How's the head? Okay. Well, if you get stuck, we can always do a phone session, or you can come in today. I think there's a couple of spots left. Anyway, let me know, and I'm happy to help you, and happy for you to be going on your journey. Hope that you... thanks, Margaret. All right. So I'll close up, but thank you very much. All the best. Sending you love. Bye.